neighbors gather round. It's time to spread that crafty sound. Paper, ink, stamps and snips, we're rolling up our sleeves. Come get your tips, from fresh ideas to color so bold. New techniques and stories told. Every card a little piece of art. Let's dive in, let's make a start. New in the studio, Lisa's here. Spark your style, bring some cheer. Stamp it, snip it, let it flow. Watch your creativity grow.
Hi friends, my name is Lisa Schmid and I am a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. Welcome to New in the Studio. It's Monday. How was your Monday? I always feel like I have to check. Monday is a little bit rough as a teacher. I feel like the kids forget how to be a student on Mondays. Either that or they're super tired and that makes them a little bit whiny. But I am going to show you today. I promised, or I said I would show you some other cards made with the Homemade Sweetness, and that's what I'm going to use. It's called Homemade Sweetness, and it's like jams and jellies and super fun things. So that's all right, hon. Come on down. Dave was looking for something for me, so we're gonna jump in and get started. I'm gonna show you where it is, and then I'm gonna show you. So it is in the coming soon, which is coming like next week.
March
Yeah,
3rd or yes, whatever the
online
Tuesday is.
exclusives, and it's this stamp set right here and dies, and so it's called Homemade Sweetness. Homemade Sweetness. Be sure to pop your name in the chat. Let us know you're here. We always like to know who's here. So
Hi, Tina.
in this set are the dies are adorable because you can make a whole jar. And the stamps are super cute. You're the sweetest. Love you very much. Homemade for you. And Tina actually makes jam. She's a jam maker extraordinaire. And then we have really fun papers. So I'll run through those. This one looks like a, oh my goodness, school paper, lined paper,
Lined paper.
loose leaf paper. There we go. And these are really fun, which these are the ones I actually cut out. And then I know you could cut these out and use bigger ones, which would be very fun. The spoons, like if you had a spoon in your jelly jar. Did I not show you the back of that? Sorry, I covered up the mic, so hopefully it wasn't too loud for you. This fruit is just so fun. I love it. And the ladybugs and the flowers with the gingham. And I think that's all. Oh, no, one more. This one. I love this one too with the flowers. Very kind of a clean flower that I like. And then, woo, that makes my eyes go wiggy. So these are our fun papers. So I'm going to jump right in and make a card. We made this one the other day. And so putting this on the card. But today I thought, well, can't we just make a card without that? Yes, we can, because we can use the big die, which I have right here. So we can use the die and cut out just this. We don't even have to put it on a card. We could just use this. So that's what we're going to do today. Grab my little mat right here and get rid of those. All right, so we'll go ahead and stamp. Oops, that's the bottom. So this is the front. We're going to stamp our jelly jar. We're going to stamp it in Misty Moonlight. This is going to be so cute. Just wait. Just wait. You're going to love it. I love it. It's two colors that I think go really well together. And my mother-in-law would really love it because these are her colors. Do you know what they are, Dave?
Red and black?
No.
Those are her colors.
Okay. We'll see if you think you change your mind when you see this. All right. So I'm going to hold that down. Let's go. This is a big, big block. Let's go ahead and line that up and stamp that. Misty Moonlight, lovely. And then we are going to go ahead and put a little lid on it, right? Look how cute. And I realized the other day when I was like, oh, look, there's a little slot. That's so you can put, if you want to put the spoon in, you could do that. Before we stick that on, though, we're going to use the ribbon that comes with the suite. And that is this, I was going to say gingham. It's not gingham, I don't think. It is called English, please. Checkered. That's right. The checkered trim. So I am going to just tape this here, and then I'm going to tie a bow on because this is not. I don't want to say it's flimsy, but it's not really strong enough to make my bow and hold it all. So, all right, let's just do that and that and get rid of that. And this gingham or this checkered looks like either side. Nope, there is a right side. I think that's the right side. So that's really fun. It's true, Tina. You're totally amazing in the jam department. Okay, let's go ahead and trim that. And pull this down just a little bit so those are even. We're going to pop that up on some dimensionals right here. I think I'm going to put a little bit of adhesive in the middle, even though once I straighten it out, it should be, it should stay. All right, let's grab some dimensionals here. I think I did this before too, but I like these sheets of dimensionals as well. Sometimes I use the strips, but I think this is calling my name to use the whole sheets, the little sheets. So I'll stick that on there. That'll also hold the ribbon. And then I'll put a couple, at least 2 dimensionals in the middle. There we go. All right, let's get this off. And we'll stick our little thing on. I agree, right, Mary? Yes, she is. All right, so we're going to put that so it just covers covers the edge. And when you open it, all you see is that little ribbon. You don't see the whole top of it. And then I'm just going to make a ribbon. This would actually be a good ribbon to make on the bow maker because the way that makes them, it just, oh, I guess that was pretty good. Never mind. This is just fine. There we go. Nice bow. I'm going to trim that. Some of you are like, that's so much you're wasting. All good. All good. I'm just going to fix this side a little bit there. Okay. And that's going to sit right there. You know how sometimes they have the fabric and then, because at first I was like, is that too much? And I think, no, that's kind of what it looks like sometimes with the fabric and then a fun ribbon. Look at that. Have you ever seen a glue dot roll empty? Well, yes, there it is. Let's start a new one. Here we go. I'll just pick that up. Oh, there's some down here. Let's start at the very end. How was your day, friends? How was your day? I'm going to do like one higher and one lower because I feel like it's kind of a little bit thick. And I want to make sure that stays because I did not tie it. Obviously, I didn't tie it around the other ribbon. So it's just that. There we go. Okay, isn't that cute so far? So far, so far. Very cute. Here's the color I was thinking of, Dave. Yellow and blue.
Oh, yep.
Yep, she does like those.
She does.
Okay. And on this one, we're going to stamp a little flourish because that is one thing that comes in the little set, which I think is adorable. So let's move this big stamp out of the way. So we'll stamp our little flourish. Make sure I'm stamping it the right direction. I'm going to go this way right here, just one on the top. Boop. Like that. Cute. Very cute. And then I'm going to stamp. Let's see what words we want to use. I was thinking about homemade for you, but I don't really make jam. So I think I'd rather do something else, but maybe we could do homemade for you, I guess. What does this other one say?
We could give it to Tina and then she could give it away with jam.
I know, right? But don't give it back to us with jam. That wouldn't make sense. Sure. I'll do the homemade for you. Homemade for you. Right here. And it's nice that little flourish there. It kind of takes up some of the space, especially with a smaller stamp like this. Okay, so far, cute, right? Look at how cute is that? All right, that's all the stamping. So I'm going to move this out of the way. And we're going to pop this up, of course. Pop up anything you can, everything you can. Just pop that up. I have lots of strips. I need to just move some over here. Because over here, I don't have strips. But I do have the edge of minis. Because minis are mini. That's okay. We'll use these. It was a busy day, Tina. And Mary, how was your day? There's a lot of dimensionals on there, but they're so small. Let's go ahead and pull this stuff off. I'm pretending they're coming off. I have no idea if they are or not because the top one is so big. Yes, they are. Some of them are. That's off. That one's not. Okay. I'm like, I'll just keep going. But I can't really see, so I don't know if they're on or off. Let's get this one off. I do like using the take your pick to get those off, though. And we'll just tuck this one right under here. Stick it right there. Cute. So cute. Now, lest we think we're done, we're not done. We're going to use these little, there's a lot in your visual field. I'm so sorry. Let's clean off that space a little bit. These are the strawberries and dots. How cute are they? They're like little, they're kind of rubbery. So I'm going to use the blue and go ahead and stick one here, the bigger one. Then I'm going to take a small one and stick it here. And one more small one up here because, I don't know if I like it there. I'm going to go above it. Because we're going to add something else to this, which I already die cut out. And I literally just saw them. Here they are. We're going to add some blueberries. Because this obviously is like a blueberry jam. I mean, it's all blue. So let's go ahead and stamp our blueberries. This whole set I've been keeping in this one bin so that I don't lose things. Now I'm looking for the blueberry stamp. I know, right? Oh, here. Well, I have this one stamped, so maybe I'll just use this one because I don't know where the stamp is. Can you get the Misty Moonlight Stamp and Blend for me? I do have the die. I saw that here. So I feel like I was losing things quite a bit. So what I decided to do, I'm just going to show you, is I put it all in one bin while I'm using it. Here's the die. And then I feel like I don't have to keep sticking it on. I'm not going to lose them. I just keep dropping things in here. So I think that will help me. Thank you, love. All right, let's go ahead and I could color first, but I'm just going to die cut these out. We'll save these for another time. Doop. Back in that bin. So, and I colored some really nice blueberries the other day. So I'm going to squish the bug, run that through, there it is, and then I'm going to amaze you with my coloring skills. You ready? Actually, if it amazes you, you just need to get out a little bit more often. So don't need the mat. I am going to use this. I am going to use, sorry, I also need a green, love. Misty Moonlight, the light one. Love you. I'm going to use the light one first. And I have another card with some berries, but I already cut and colored them, so you don't have to watch me. You don't have to watch the ink dry, so to speak. All right, so this little bit up here. One thing I noticed is this side, the thinner side, is actually a little bit lighter, which I thought, oh, that's kind of interesting. I was sort of surprised at that. And one more. Thanks, love. Oh, that's a dark one. I don't want to use that one yet. Sorry, I'm going to stick with the light. And, ooh. Well, today I finally went to an exercise class at the gym. It's been like, I don't know how long, too long.
You go to pickleball, but oops.
I do play pickleball, but you know what? Pickleball doesn't build muscle for me.
I understand.
Yes. So, and by the way, I talked to Tom about having some lessons because
Interesting.
Dave gets to play all the time. So he's quickly getting much, much better than me. And I really like that. So I'm going to take the dark one. I'm going to take the brush on the dark side and just go over where the little, where their line is. Like they Stampin' Up! Put a shadow there. So I'm just going to increase that shadow just a tiny bit like that. And then we'll color in the greens. This is Granny Apple, and it is the light one. I'm going to use the small one here. And I'm going to try to leave that little center part white. One thing that's always good to know with our Stampin' Blends is it's good to get the stamp lifter, the Stampin' Blend that's called a stamp lifter or ink lifter, because then you can pull off some ink, which is super helpful. And this is just going to sit right here. How cute, how cute, how cute is that? Let's just put some adhesive on that. I think I'm going to need one little dimensional underneath. Maybe, maybe not. All right, so I'm just going to stick that right there. Yeah, I don't even think we need one because it's holding it up. Oh, so cute, so cute. Let me hold it up higher. Great colors, super fun. And remember, if you remember with the other cards with these, I was saying that it bugged me that that was touching or bending here. And so I actually trimmed them. But this one, there's no bending because there's nothing behind it. How cute is that? I love it. What do you guys think? Good? Fun? Yeah, such a fun card. I have one more card to make, and then Dave has a commercial, I'm sure.
I do.
But I have another card first.
One thing I want to just draw your attention to is the joining bonus that's going on right now. Because right now, when you join our team, for $99, you get $125 worth of products that you get to choose. So coming up, you could go ahead and choose $125, but right now until March 2nd, you also get for free the Stampin' Positioner. That is a huge additional bonus. And let me tell you why now would be the perfect time to join. Because right now, if you were to join now, if you bought nothing after your starter kit, you could wait and wait and wait. And when our new catalog comes out in May, you would still be eligible for 20% discount off things in the new catalog. Now, you know that you're going to want stuff in the new catalog. That's just a guarantee. So by joining before March 2nd, you would get $125 worth of products for $99 and the Stampin' Positioner. And when the new catalog came out, you could get 20% off whatever is on your wish list from that new catalog. How amazing is that? And some people say, but what if I never order anything again? No big deal. What happens is eventually you don't get your discount anymore. No one comes looking for you, no extra bills to pay, none of that. So you could go ahead and get this great bonus, get your 20% off stuff from the new catalog, and then never order again. And just go back to ordering from us. We will always take you back as ordering from us. We will always welcome that back. But you know what? This is such a great deal that you get the free positioner and
which
20%
is $49.
off. Yeah, and 20% off everything in the new catalog that you want to order when the new catalog comes out. I think that's just an amazing deal. As with everything, go to thestamperstudio.com, click on Shop for Products, and then you can go ahead and click on Join, and you will be brought in, and you can go ahead and build your starter kit. What does that mean? That's when you go through and you pick all of your $125 worth of items that you are only paying $99 from, and free shipping. So that's like another 11% that you're saving on top of everything else that we just talked about. So if you've been considering it, if you know that you're going to be ordering from the new catalog, if you've been eyeing up that Stampin' Positioner and wondering if you should get it, go ahead and do it. For just a little bit more than the cost of the Positioner, you get all those materials and you get to 20% off the new catalog. So great opportunity. I highly recommend it.
Thanks, Dave. I think he didn't hear me when I said, okay, well, because I wanted to go get something, which I did while he was doing it right then. But so I have, I made this card, I thought was very cute using the paper. And I know I have a smudge here, so I'm going to purposely use it on this side. So this one, 2.5 kind of tends to be stick in my mind. Nope, 3 inches. 3 inches. And then this one would be 1.5. So just going to stick these here, and then I already die cut the berries. Guess where they're going to go? They're going to come down the middle. So let's go ahead and put this together. It's so cute. It's so cute. I'm dying. I say that so many times about when things first come out. I'm just like, oh. And then something else new comes out, and then something else, and so on and so on. So Let's go ahead and stick that on there. This one is going to go right next to it, just like that. And you could do ribbon around that too, but I'm not going to, but you could. That would be cute too. Sometimes that's a fun thing to do where like over here or where the line is. All right, let's get there we go. That looks good. And then I already die cut and colored strawberries and blueberries because you know what? We don't need to watch paint dry. I mean, we don't need to watch me cut all these. I'm going to use this edge because I like big pieces. There we go. All right, so let's pop these up. Cute. It's going to be so cute. But I can't rip it with the paper on. I got to take that paper off, and then I'll be able to rip it. All right, so here come our strawberries. Actually, you probably can't even see it, but I did shade the strawberries, so the shaded side is going down. So that's going to go there. And blueberries. I thought the shading on these looked pretty good. I'm going to hold it up so you can see a little bit closer. I thought they looked good, especially
Nice.
this one.
Yep.
Yeah, I really like it. So your eyes go from top to bottom, so I'm going to put the better one here. What?
The better one.
I think this one's a little bit better. So I'm going to put
That's
that one
fine.
there. Just covering that line. Then I'm ready for this one, which is going to go this way. Yep, just right on top like that. And then some more blueberries. Like this. I never thought I'd have so much fun with this set as I am having with it. We'll put those over there like that. And then my last strawberry. Stick that on. And this one's going to go this way, right like that. Okay. Okay, I haven't even put a sentiment on it, but isn't that cute? Okay. We are going to put, I die cut this one out of, this comes in with the set, and we're going to say, you're the sweetest. Oh, Mary and Tina, you are the sweetest. We're going to put that right on there. It fits perfectly in there. So I usually do it that way, do it this way. You're the sweetest. I did die cut 2 of them just in case. It's kind of a good thing to plan. I think if that's straight on my mat, it might be easier for me to make it straight. All right. Good. You're the sweetest. And then I am going to take a little bit of this ribbon and I'm going to put it underneath that. Again, I don't do this often. Stampin' Up! Does this quite a bit, where you put it underneath and put your sentiment right on top of it. I like it though. Sort of a fun, different look. Oops, a little bit smaller. It's a fun little look. So this is going to sit, that's a little big. Still a little big. Let's make it a little bit smaller. And cut some edges here. I don't want all that sticking out. And that. And so this is going to go at an angle like that. And that's going to sit right on top of it. So just something something underneath. I am going to go ahead and just put some adhesive there. A little bit lower, like there. And stick my little ribbon down. Well, that one's not going to stay because, of course, they're not all glued, right? There we go. That's good enough. And then we're going to put this right here. But not done yet, so don't go anywhere. We're going to do that. And then we have one more thing. Of course, we got those little embellishments that are so cute. We'll have to put those on.
Hi,
Right?
Diane.
By the way, hi. By the way, hi. And by the way, hi to you too. All right. So let's pop this right in there. I might go back after and just make these more angled, but for now, we're good. Just stick that like that. That will stay there. It's a little crooked though. Let's get it straight. There we go. Okay. So cute. And then we need our little things, our little embellishments here. So I'm going to use the blue ones again, the Misty Moonlight ones. And let's grab one here. Ooh. And I'll put a second one here. Like that. And I always like 3s. So I'm going to grab one more. Actually, I wonder how it would look with the pink one up here. I kind of like all the same. Blue. I'm going to put a blue one up here. There we go. What do you think? Isn't that fun?
Very fun.
And I know it went really quick because I already had die cut and colored those, but very fun. I do have one more card.
Oh.
I know.
I thought we just had two.
There
we go.
I have one more card because I don't know if you remember. I put them in here because I didn't want
Tina
to.
says it's very, very cute.
Thank you. I just thought it would be so fun to be able to use these little pieces. Remember I said I need to hold them in my hand so you can see them. These are all the little jars that are on that designer series paper. So how cute are they? So I don't know. I haven't made this card. I've seen it and I thought it looked cute. So we're going to try it. And you know what? If it's not, oh well. We're going to start with some strawberry slush on the bottom. And I'm going to put a layer of just very vanilla right there. So we'll just stick that on. It's our standard sheet. We're going to make a shaker card with those in it. Okay, we'll stick that here.
Oh, did you find those?
I did.
Oh.
That's when I went over and got. And then, okay, so this paper, how cute is it with the fruit, right? So it's really good. This card's really going to feature the designer paper. So this is 6 inches by 5. I was say 5 and that. Nope, just 5. So I believe though, yep. Oh, it's just under 6. It's 5 1/4. And I scored it. Well, that would make sense. I scored it at, let's go this way. I scored it at 2. So it's 5 1/4 wide by 5. And I'm going to put it on like that. Now these strawberries are kind of bugging me because I know that one's upside down, but you know what? The rest of them look the right way. So let's go ahead and put some adhesive on here. Now, when I scored it a little aggressively. And so I actually tore this. So I just put a little piece of tape, scotch tape right there, because I don't want it to come undone. All right, I'm going to center that on the card there. So far it's really cute, right? All right, then, then I am going to take this strawberry slush. This is 5 1/2 by 4, scored at 2 and whatever's half of 5. Oh, 2 1/2, half of 5 1/2. Right? That doesn't. It's not 2 1/2. Why am I having a hard time? Oh, 2 1/2 would be 5. Right. So scored at 1 mark past 2 3/4. That's how I do it. Okay, and the shaker's going to go here. Come on, it's going to be so cute. All right, so let's go ahead.
It's going to be so cute.
It's going to be so cute. I really hope so. Watch it. Well, I'm not going to say anything. We'll just keep be along for the ride, and we'll see how it works. Okay, this is going to go right in the middle of
Is this an in your head card?
No, I saw it, so it's a
Okay.
little bit more than in my head, but I have not made it.
Gotcha.
Okay, so far, when you, except that's crooked. I don't like crooked. It was hard to. It's a little bit hard with this open. I think if I close it, I might have a better idea. I couldn't quite see, so if I do it like that, I can look at this side and get that a little bit straighter. I like that better. Okay, so there we are with that. Now, this is the piece where you're going to write, right here. That's where you'll end up writing. I tuck that in all the way, right? So when you open it, oh. I need to get out more often. Actually, we had a really fun game night on Saturday night. We thought, this is still crooked, but that's okay, I guess. We thought the kids were leaving, but they actually had an extra day. When they're not here, we schedule other things. It is crooked, but okay, I'm going to keep going. I'll fix it after. Okay, so far, I mean, that could be a super cute card just like that and decorate the front. I love this. How fun is that? Okay, here's the shaker part. So I used the Stylish Shapes dies. I used the circles, and I cut this circle out of strawberry slush. And then I went to the very next size down just to make a little ring. Okay. And then I cut a vanilla out of this, and I cut the window sheet out of the bigger size. So it's kind of small, but we'll see. All right. Oh, you know what? Can you grab the one more thing? Sorry, love.
Sure.
I need the strips of dimensionals.
You bet.
So how cute if these sit in here. Now, the only thing I was thinking, if they turn over, it's like, But then the other thing we could add is we could add some gems. These actually are current. I thought, well, that makes it shake. So that would be kind of fun. All right. So that's where we're headed. So this piece is going to get some, first off, it's going to get this on it, right? We're going to put that on. Then we'll put foam on here or on here, it doesn't matter. And we'll stick it on and that's going to be in the middle. Are you seeing it? Are you seeing my vision? I hope so. Let's grab our acrylic mat. I love the way Dave's like, is this just in your head? Yes, but no. All right. I'm going to put adhesive all the way around this because this is where my window sheet is going to stick to, and there's not a lot of extra space there. So a little bit on that side, that's okay. There we go. Just tuck back any adhesive that's sticking out. Just tuck it behind. Okay, I need something where I can actually see this. Maybe I can see, oh yeah, I can see it better on there. So, because I want this to be, I wonder if it's easier to do it this way. Yes, I think so. I want it to be exactly on top. It's the same shape, so I guess I could cut an edge a little bit if I need to, but there we go. So that's the top of our window, or our shaker card. Let's see, we're going to put these, I'm going to go with putting them on here because I can see the border here, whereas on the vanilla, I can't actually see where I want them to be, if that makes sense. So I'm just going to go around the edge so they're not showing. It's a very small edge there, and hopefully it'll work great. All right, here we go. And then we, of course, have to make it so that it does not, it has to go all the way around. Otherwise, we're going to have like everything fall out. As I was looking for current beads, I realized, wow, I really need to start making some shaker cards because I have a lot of really fun beads that I kept. I just love them. Snowflakes, all sorts of things. All right, where's the sticky part? Right there. I'm going to overlap that. No, I can't overlap it actually. So just push that in really hard, make it one. There we go. And there we go. All right. I think that is sealed. Okay. So inside here, I'm going to put all of these. Now they might end up upside down. I don't know. They might, I don't know. We'll see. I'll put them in right side up and then we'll have to go from there. This one can go in front. This one's the same color, so it's going to go behind. Just like that. So I think we need shaky things because otherwise it doesn't make any sound. And that's kind of the fun thing about it, is going to make a little bit of sound. And this is just going to stick exactly, all of these are the same size. So that's going to go right on top of that. Okay, they're stuck there. But how fun is that? That's cute. I didn't expect them to stay there. I must have them like in really well. But that is going on the front of our little card here. Ooh, some extra gems. Drop those on the floor. Get rid of those. I thought these would move around. Okay, that's all right. But isn't that going to be so cute? A little shaker card there. I think I'm going to adhere it with glue because I don't feel like I can, obviously I can't press on it. So let's just put some glue here. See? We'll put some glue there, and then we'll make a little sentiment. I'm already dying. I love it. Okay. I know, but how fun is that?
You're just
funny. What's that?
You're just funny.
I know. So you have to have something that's going to make some sound behind it. Okay, we are going to use a small piece of vanilla cardstock and write a little sentiment. Not write, stamp a little sentiment. And I found this piece, so we're just going to use a little piece of that. I think I'm going to make it a thank you because it's kind of, you know, it's a little bit of work, and I think a thank you would be super cute. So let's switch this out. I know I don't usually make 3 cards. You can tell I was like super excited. And I was going to go with strawberry slush, but there's already a lot of strawberry on our card. So instead, I'm going to use the Misty Moonlight. I think it'd be so fun to work at Stampin' Up and come up with these fun names. I think I would like that. What about you, Dave?
I'd have a great time.
Yeah, I know. But I don't want to live in Utah, honestly.
Maybe we could work remote.
Yeah, I don't know how that would be with a creative company where you have to, yeah, I don't know.
We would do it just like you're doing it right now. Look at what I made.
Yeah, but I want to see, I want the products right in my hands.
Oh, they'd give them all to us.
And I am just going to trim that like that and get that color off there. I'm going to trim the top just a tiny bit there. And we'll pop that on there.
Oh.
What?
Diane's going to California with friends.
Oh, fun.
I'm going to guess Palm Springs or San Diego.
All right. We'll stick our little thank you in there. It's so cute. And put our little thank you here. Of course, we're going to pop that up. Why would we not? Everything else is popped up. There we go. Just happen to have that little extra piece. So maybe I'll go all the way over since I did that at an angle like that. And if I had used this on here, I think it would stay closed. So there it is. Look how fun. So you, oh, they're moving a little. No, they're not. Anyway, so then you would open your card and be like, oh, so fun. Come on, come on, come on. All right. That's what I have for you. Let me bring back in our little cards here. Oh my goodness.
Up and down.
Up and down, up and down. There we go. Oh my goodness. Isn't that so fun? And then, of course, we had this one from the other day, too. So, oh, it's so fun. This is why I do Stampin' Up. It makes me so very happy. Oh, Diane, you've never been to California. Did you say where you're going?
No.
No. Okay. But isn't that so fun? Okay, this was great. Oh, they did move. I think the static is making them stick here.
Yeah.
But-
It'll probably go down over time.
Okay. But isn't that fun? I think it's really cute.
Mary Jo says, great trio of cards. Or
Thank you.
quartet.
Yeah, this one was tonight, though.
Oh, gotcha.
So trio. All right, friends. Well, thanks so much. I'll probably use something different on Saturday, but I don't know. I'm kind of having a lot of fun with this one, so we'll see. But probably something different on Saturday. I look forward to seeing you then if I don't see you before. But until then, happy stamping, friends.
Hey there, makers, gather round. It's time to spread that crafty sound. Paper, ink, stamps, and snips. We're rolling up our sleeves. Come get your tips. From fresh ideas to color so bold. New techniques and stories told. Every card a little piece of art. Let's dive in, let's make a start. New in the studio, Lisa's here. Spark your style, bring some cheer. Stamp it, snip it, let it flow. Watch your creativity grow.